Hey, this is Chris Martin with Nitrum Photography. Today I'm coming at you with a lesson on how to set up your camera for shooting fireworks. Today I'm going to be using a DSLR, and even though some people don't have DSLRs, you can still have a camera that has a setting for fireworks. But today's lesson is going to be using a DSLR camera with a telephoto lens, a remote control, and a tripod. The tripod is absolutely necessary because it keeps your camera 100% still. The reason why I like to use a remote control, which isn't totally necessary, but it really helps for timing, is it also helps reduce the shake of the camera. If I go to push the shutter release down, usually that shakes the camera just ever so slightly, and it can mess up your shots. So,
depending upon the type of camera that you have, I have a quick setting to where I can turn on the remote control very easily, and when I'm finished, I can turn it off. And here I set it to quick response, and if you don't turn it off right away, after a few minutes the camera will probably turn it off automatically.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my, can you see that all right? I'm going to set my shutter speed to where it's set to bulb. And basically what that does is when I depress the button on the remote control, it's going to open the shutter, and it won't close the shutter until I hit the remote control again with my little $12 remote that I got off of Amazon. And so with that said, setting this up is pretty easy. Now what settings should you use? Well, being that the shutter speed is set by the remote control, I'm also going to set up my my aperture to about f11 or f16. And so if you're going into your settings, it's the f-stop that you want to change. And so if you change that, you should be in good shape. Your ISO should be set fairly low so you don't have a whole lot of grain or noise in your image. And so typically what I like to do is just kind of play around in that 200 to 400 range. The reason being is that you're going to have your camera's shutter open for so long, it's going to be gathering light the whole time that the shutter is open. So if I go ahead and press my remote, it goes click, opens the shutter, and I just wait until after the fireworks have kind of died out, and then boom. So how do I time this? When I see the firework launch, I go ahead and I open up the shutter with the remote control. Once it's completely done, I close it, and then it processes, and that's where you get the nice star or flowering effect that you would get from the fireworks. So with that, I always set my camera to manual, and with that, I have complete control over the settings of how I'm shooting. So when I'm autofocusing on the camera, the first couple of fireworks, I'm literally just using a manual setting on here. Let's see, switch that to manual, switch that to manual, and I'm just adjusting this to where in the viewfinder I'm looking at the fireworks, and it's going to be sharp on the first couple scenes. So I'm not even shooting the first couple fireworks, I'm just getting my focus right. Once that's done, after the first shot, I take a look and zoom in on it closely to make sure that it's still sharp. If not, I have to adjust from there. But if it's a nice long fireworks display, you should have no problems with shooting. So if you have any questions, always go ahead and check me out at www.nitrumphotography.com and send me an email. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you.